Welcome to Sharon Lindsay, Yoga and Wellbeing. Today's class focuses on releasing tension and building mobility in the lower back and hips, two areas that are often plagued with tightness due to sitting, due to stress, and due to repetitive movements. So this practice will help ease stiffness, improve flexibility, and promote relaxation, leaving you feeling loose, open and supported. So let's come to lying on our back to begin, with your knees bent. Relax your arms by your side and step your feet towards the outside edge of your mat and just allow your knees to fall together. And as you breathe in, feel your tummy rise. And as you breathe out, feel your tummy fall. Tune in to the rhythm of your breath. Just allow your low back to release as you lie here in this constructive rest posture. Let's begin to widen the knees and walk the feet together to hip width apart. And then allow your knees to fall to one side. Then bring them back to center. And then allow them to fall to the other side. And then come back to center. From here, we're going to roll onto one side. Use your top hand on the mat to push you gently up and make your way onto your hands and knees. So your knees are beneath your hips, your wrists are beneath your shoulders, and your fingers are spread wide. And then we're just going to begin to make small circles in one direction with your hips. So start off small and then allow the circles to grow larger. So as you move your hips forward, they come even more forward. As you move them back, they come even more back. They move further to the left and further to the right, the circles growing larger and larger. And then reverse the direction of the circles. And then slow it down and come back to stillness. From here, we're going to step the right foot forward between the hands. So you want your knee to be above your ankle, and we want to be able to allow the back hip to sink forward. So your back knee is far enough back that you can sink the hip forward to a comfortable position, and you feel that stretch in the front of the hip flexor. And then you're just going to release that by bringing the hips back, lift your front toes and stretch gently into the hamstring. Bring the knee forward, bring the hips forward, stretch into the front of that back hip, and then bring the hips back, walking the hands towards you, lifting that front toe and stretching into the back of the right leg. Walk your hands forward, bend the knee and allow that hip to sink forward. Then you're going to place your left hand firmly down on the mat. Place your right hand on the inside of your knee and just gently push that knee open. So you're pulling your chest away from the knee, your hand is pushing your knee away from the chest, just gently opening up in the hip, and then bring that knee back to center. And then step your foot back, placing your knee down on the mat. Let's now bring the left foot forward between the hands and allow that back hip to sink forward until you feel a nice opening on the front of that hip and you're on your fingertips to support you. And then you're going to move your hips back, straighten that front leg and lift your toes. You're folded over that leg so you feel a nice stretch in the back of the leg, not too much though. So if it's too intense, you can bend your knee and you don't need to fold quite as far forward. And then bend the knee, bring the hips forward as you stretch into the front of that back hip. And then walk the hands back, bring the hips back, lift the toes, stretching in to the front leg. Feel like you're drawing your hip back away from your heel on that straight leg. And then bend the knee, bring that knee forward, bring the hips forward as you sink down one last time to open up that hip. Place your right hand flat on the mat and then just gently begin to press in to that knee. You can roll slightly onto the outside edge of your foot as you open that hip a little or as much as is comfortable for you. Place the foot flat down again as you bring the knee back in. Place your hands on either side of the foot. They're about shoulder width apart. Your fingers are spread wide. Curl your toes, lift your knee and step the front foot back. Lift your hips to the sky and press into your hands to bring your tummy close to your thighs. And breathe. And then from here, we're going to lift the right leg towards the sky, bend the knee and twist in the hips a little. So bring your heel towards your glute and twist your knee up towards the sky until you feel a nice twist in the hips. And then we're going to place that foot back down, hip width apart from the other foot. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift the left leg towards the sky, bend the knee and then twist into the hips. So the heel comes down, the knee goes up and you feel that nice twist in the hips. And then place your foot down on the mat. Bring your knees down and widen them to the outside edge of your mat. Place your big toes together as you sit your sit bones back on your heels and fold forward. So wide-legged child's pose. Your sit bones are coming as close to your heels as they can. Your knees are wide, so you feel this a little in the inner thighs and around the hips. Your forehead lengthens away from your tailbone before resting on the head, and your arms reach forward and your spine is long. And breathe. And then we're going to begin to lift the hips and make our way forward onto our tummy. So lie flat on your tummy with your chin on the mat, and you're going to bring your hands beneath your shoulders. Hug your elbows close to your ribs. And as you exhale, you're going to press your feet and your pelvis down into the mat and lift your chest. Feel the back muscles work here. But you're not pressing into your hands, you're just lifting with your back muscles. And then exhale, slowly lower down and relax. On your next exhale, press those feet down, press the pelvis down and lift the chest. And if it feels okay, you're going to draw your shoulder blades down as you press into your hands and lift your chest even higher, bending even deeper into the back. Watch your elbows don't come out, keep them hugging close to your ribs. and slowly lower down onto the mat. Now we're going to slide our hands back so that they are aligned with our chest. So your hands are in line with your chest, your elbows hug to your ribs. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, press your feet down, press your pelvis down, and if it feels good, press into the hands and lift the chest higher. And breathe, bending deeper into the back. And then slowly lower back down. And then one last time, we're going to slide the hands back a little more so that your hands are now in line with your low ribs, your elbows hug your ribs. And as you exhale, press down into the feet, press down into the pelvis, lift the back, hug the elbows, and if it feels good, press into the hands, lifting higher, bending deeper into the back. And then just begin to move your hips back towards your heels and come all the way back to your heels with those sit bones folding forward, reaching your hands out in front. So this time your shins are parallel to each other and your legs are not quite so wide, so it'll feel slightly different. Feel the length in the spine and breathe. And then slowly begin to walk your hands towards you. From here, we're going to come to sitting with our legs out in front of us. Sitting with our feet on the mat, knees bent. Take hold of your feet with your hands, so your feet are close enough to your body that you can easily hold on to them. And then you're going to walk, take a step forward with your feet. Lengthen your spine, feel your tummy on your thighs, and then take another step forward. Lengthen the spine, feel your tummy on your thighs, and keep doing this until you've gone as far as feels comfortable, and then you're able to fold your head forward and feel the lengthening in the low back. So we're not aiming for straight knees here, we're aiming to feel length in the low back. So by having the knees bent and taking the stretch out of the hamstrings, you can really feel this in the low back. So you're pulling against your feet and bringing your head down towards your knees and breathing. But always working within your own capabilities, listening to your body, putting the right amount of effort in for your body, challenging yourself when you need to challenge more, backing off when you need to back off. And breathing, always breathing deep into the tummy. As you breathe in, you feel your tummy expand into your thighs. As you breathe out, you feel your tummy draw away from your thighs. And then when you're ready, we're going to take our time to very slowly walk the hands towards you, bringing the body upright. We're going to shift the hips forward. Bring the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to fall open. Sit up tall, and then allow the body to fold forward, opening up in the hips and into the inner thighs, and breathe. And then slowly place your hands on the mat to bring you back up. going to place the feet on the mat, bring the knees together and roll down onto your back. So lying flat on your back with your feet on the mat, hip width apart, with your heels fairly close to your glutes. So if you reach down with your fingertips, you can just graze the heels and no more with your fingertips. And then as you exhale, you're going to tilt your pelvis towards you and feel your low back flatten on the mat as you do so. And you'll feel your tailbone beginning to peel away from the mat. You're going to press into the feet to keep this movement going, lifting the pelvis to the sky, sending the knees forward, engaging those glutes to lift your hips higher, and breathe. And as you exhale, roll slowly down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, until the tailbone reaches the earth. And then on the next exhale, tilt your pelvis, flatten the spine, lift the pelvis to the sky, come into another bridge, keep your knees parallel to each other. Exhale as you roll down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, relax everything, feel the arch in the low back re-emerge. As you exhale, engage that core, flatten the low back, peel the tailbone off the earth and lift the pelvis to the sky. And as you exhale, roll down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, until finally your tailbone reaches the earth. Allow your knees to fall to one side and then the other, back and forth like windscreen wipers in a car. And then you're going to hug your knees to your chest and then bring both knees over to the left side of the mat, keeping your shoulders down, so your right shoulder may want to lift off. If it does, you just stop the knees when that begins to happen and breathe. And then bring your knees back to center and exhale the knees over to the other side. Breathing deeply. And then inhale back to center. Place your feet on the mat and then allow your knees to fall open with the soles of the feet together. So we'll just take a few moments here in Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. But if this feels uncomfortable in any way, you can always prop the knees up with pillows or just straighten the legs. As you breathe in, the tummy rises. As you breathe out, the tummy falls. When you're ready, reach down with your hands to help you bring your knees together. Roll onto one side. Place your top hand down. Guide yourself slowly to a comfortable seated position. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the practice. And if you did, please remember to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and this will help you find me more easily in future. Thank you very much.